I thought I'd do the vlog of day 8 of Sober October. This is the first time I'm going live on Urban L.B.V. for the Macmillan Cancer Support Charity. Now we just get chat back up. I didn't think I'd get anybody in chat. Lovely to see you, Sarah. Lovely to see you, Craig. I hope you're okay. I hope you can all hear me out there all right and all. Like I said, it's the first time I've actually set it up for Urban L.B.V. I've got my cup of coffee. There we go. I have it really, really strong. People think, I can't believe how strong you have it. And black coffee at this time of night, I know what you're all thinking, but the way it's sort of gone with me, nice to see you, Louise, Simpson, hope you're okay. The way I'm sort of, Telly Man, hope you're okay, buddy. The way I've sort of done it is I've sort of like getting up in the morning, like, say about 11 o'clock-ish, and then I'm doing what I need to do in the daytime. Then I'm having my tea and I'm having a bit of a nap and I'm waking back up about 9 and staying awake until about 6 o'clock in the morning, doing my bits for the vaping sort of side of stuff. So it's been fun. Mike, nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're okay. All good, man. That's great. That's great. It's nice that it's actually working. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Working into the night, doing the reviews and stuff like that. And I've got loads done and I feel absolutely fantastic. So the coffee at this time of night is not unusual at the minute. It's not unusual. I just want to say a big thank you as well for yesterday's vlog. I've had loads of personal messages. I've had loads of people message on the actual video itself. Especially Sarah, she likes the grapefruit bit. I did think of you when I did that. I didn't want to come across on that video when I did it. I missed loads out that I wanted to say, and I never got what I really lots that I want to say. But we've got loads of days left to be able to do that, and I didn't want to come across as it was all about me. I wanted it to be about me and Louise. So when I watched it back, I thought, you know what, you spoke a little bit too much about yourself. But I also wanted to give the side of the person who obviously it's terrible what Louise is going through with the cancer. It's just amazing how she got through it. But I wanted to show the side of what the family were going through as well. Try and have a catch up, mate. Have a bit of a splurge of them. Some of them, like I said, we've done just a bit of an update. That's all we've done. But yeah, it was got to have milk and sugar. No, mate, just straight black. That's what I've got to get, straight black. But yeah, I didn't want it to come over like it was all to do with me. I just wanted to go. But Louise gave me the permission to use the photographs and said, yeah, it'd be really good for other families and other people to see what it's just like the normal person dealing with it. So yeah, it was a little bit of emotional, and it was a bit weird and all. Just as I started filming, if you saw the bit where the squirrels ran up, I was trying to find somewhere to put me. I don't know if it's here. I took this out. I didn't want to take the gimbal out, so I took this out. So I found a little post that I could sit it in, and I was setting that up, and I was stood real still, and these two squirrels were like play fighting, and they ran straight up to me because they must have just not noticed I stood still. One went in the tree and then one went up and just looked at me like, oh shit, and then started running back down the hill. I thought that was brilliant. Yeah, it is, Sarah. People can't see. I should have really put the chat up. Sarah's saying it's tough being the caregiver too. Yeah, it is. I've got to do a big shout out as well to Louise's mum and dad, because they sort of went into mummy and daddy mode because obviously their daughter had got cancer, and a part of me found it very hard of that because she's my wife, but also I had to, and I've over the years now I realise it's their daughter as well, it's their little baby, so I knew it wasn't right to stay in it because I didn't want these young kids to be able to see Louise in it was so poorly, and as you can see from the photographs, she was very, very poorly. And like I said, her mum and dad only lived down the road, so we're in constant contact and seeing each other, and the kids were seeing her. So it was probably the better idea of her staying there, but it was very, very hard for all of us and for her. I don't think in that video that I did yesterday, I don't think I emphasised as much how difficult it must have been for her as well to come away from her husband and also to come away from her children. Cancer affects every family member in such different ways. You're totally right, Lisa. Totally right. I was talking to somebody the other day. I don't think I've actually spoke about it, my sort of side of it. I know Louisa spoke a little bit with the family, and I don't think I ever, it was quite nice to get it out. It upset me, even putting the actual day 7 vlog together, I had a good old cry about it because it brings back a hell of a lot of memories. Especially the one with the picture with the kids saying "We miss you, mummy." I remember she was actually having a chemo. I remember taking it that day. It was something like 4 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon or something. So we'd actually sent it to to cheer her up. I remember taking that. That sort of upset me a little bit, but yeah. This sober October has turned into something a little bit different for me. It's sort of turned into where I've looking a little bit inside myself as well about obviously the drinking sort of side of it and what we've actually gone through. And what a great job, obviously, that Macmillan do. I think we stood at about £1,210, which is absolutely amazing. No UK vape show. Obviously, people who know that there was no UK vape show tonight. There will be next week. But yeah, I think it's turned into a little bit more. The actual drinking side of it, I feel absolutely fantastic. I feel really good. I don't know if I've lost any weight. I forgot to actually weigh myself. I should have done that. I think I might. I don't think we've actually got any weighing scales, and I don't think I'd fit in them ones with the flour. Try and get my arse in one of them, but I don't think it'd work. Either that, or I'll have to get the scales. You know what you take on holiday? I'll have to get Louise to hang me up. I'll just have to hang there like that. How much do you weigh? I won't be able to fit in that baggage part either. I might have to sort of set the scales out and weigh myself. But yeah, I feel pretty good. And we're on day 8, or nearly at the end of day 8. So we're nearly on day 9. What are we on now? It is 10 past 11. Day 9. I can't believe it. I didn't realise how fast days go when you don't drink. It is so fast. A lot of the time I've always thought, God, this drags on this. But yeah, it is. It's gone so fast. But yeah, the Lisa Simpson, yeah, the staff at Weston Park are all amazing. Even the tea ladies, shop staff. I took my dad for radiotherapy daily for 7 weeks. I don't have a bad word to say about them. They saved both my parents' lives. You are totally right. The Louise, when we came out, we said, "Can we do something for you?" Because at the time I was still singing. Or doing bits of singing, I was DJing as well, mainly DJing. But I said to him, "Can I do anything? Can I set a fundraiser up for you?" And do you know what they actually said to us? They said, a lot of people do fundraisers for us. Do you know what we really could do with? Because we were going to donate Xboxes. Because Louise was so young, like I said, she was 28. The wards that she was on with her cancer, it was a germ cell ovary cancer. So a lot of people there were old, who where she was. So they allowed her to go to the it is a children's ward, but the teenagers sort of part of it. And actually, one of her friends from school came in there, and sadly he passed away. But she went to there, and we said, "Do you want us to buy some PlayStations? Do you want to do that?" And they actually said no. They said to us, the major thing we could do is toiletries. But not big bottles of toiletries. They were on about like the mini tiny ones. So what Louise did when she came out, she put it out everywhere in aid of Weston Park. If you've got any toiletries, please donate them to us. And we used to go around and get loads of stuff. And if we saw them for cheap, we'd buy them. And then once every couple of months, we'd go, when she went to Weston Park, she'd take massive boxes and just take them into the department. Because apparently the amount of times people turn up, they haven't got toothpaste, they haven't got gel, they haven't got anything to wash with, or a toothbrush. So we used to get all that stuff, and the amount of people that helped out were amazing. But yeah, you're totally right. All them people who were there, the caring, like you said, all down to the actual tea lady, like you said, everybody. There is a camaraderie sort of feel about anybody who sat there, even if you're sat there waiting to see a consultant or whatever else. There's a camaraderie, I feel. Craig Campbell, my mum had breast cancer around 1992. More shading found around 2001. That was regulated with HRT, which caused the side effects of osteoporosis. I think I've said that right. I've got some other little bits. It was too much calcium in her bloodstream that caused her to pass away in 2012. I'm so sorry, but it's the same year as mine passed away. I did say that in the vlog, yesterday's vlog. It was absolutely heartbreaking. When we were going through the stuff as well with Louise, which we're only talking like a couple of years after, I didn't have miss her even more because my mum would have been there for sort of like my sort of side of, arm round you. Come on, son, we'll get through this. Where I did feel very, very alone because obviously Louise's mum and dad was sorting Louise out. And my dad, he was late 70s then. So made sure he helped, came and saw me and all that sort of stuff, but there wasn't very much he could do. He gives me as much support as he could do. Louise's grandma used to ring me though. But yeah, it's very, very hard. But there is other bits of the story I've got to tell you. I'm looking forward to, well, not when I say this, it's the funny parts that I'm looking forward to tell you all, is menopause. Obviously, because Louise had to have everything took out, that she started menopause at 28. So that made life hard. But there is some, it's not all doom and gloom. There is some funny stories about that as well. And then obviously at the same point, she had to have this gel. So she had to have testosterone gel and also, I think I might be right, estrogen gel. So she had to have both of them as well. But we couldn't get the actual gel from the doctors. We had to go all the way to Weston Park and get it. So there's a bit of a rant on that one. So that'll be one day to talk about that. So yeah, it's an ongoing thing. If you did catch the 3 Men and a Vape show when I did explain that they have found another lump. It's actually inside Louise's groin, just inside her leg. So on the 14th, we're going to see the surgeon about that. He has got a blood supply to it. We're not going to know anything until we actually get a biopsy. And I think a lot of people... Thanks, Dave. You're a star, buddy. I think a lot of people who's gone through cancer and the families will know about this sort of feeling of you're never sort of off the hook. And I feel so sorry for Louise as well because it must be like you're under a cloud all the time thinking when your blood tests are coming back, are they going to come back right? And I've said this many times, the amount of times we've actually danced around that kitchen and cried when the blood tests have come back and they've gone, don't worry about it, everything's settled down, you're fine, there's nothing wrong at all. And it's that little time just waiting until that happens. And it's like now, because of COVID, we've had to wait for ages. It must be a good month and a bit we've been waiting, or maybe even more, to be able to just get this appointment, to be able to work out when they're going to do the biopsy. I was going to say autopsy then. That wouldn't be very good, would it? The biopsy. So, yeah, it's hanging off you. So even now, to this day... He's still hung over you. It's daily, and I did touch on it yesterday as well about lymphedema. That's just like her arm here is just swells up, and then if she does too much, it goes purple. She gets some right pain in it. Now, again, this is another story. I'll tell you when she come off the chemotherapy as well. She ended up getting a hernia in where she'd had a scar. Because the scar when she had the actual cyst took out, that was like 6 inches by a foot. That's huge. So it went sort of from a belly button all the way down to the top of a lady part. So yeah. Hi Mark, hope you're okay, buddy. Sarah, Mum has a CT scan coming up on the 7th of next month. Letter dropped this morning. Again, touch wood. It's that sort of weight to that point. And then once you've done it, you've got that weight as well. Because I remember Louise going for a scan and somebody said, we can see something. And then when we got there was nothing. We were all panicking about stuff. And yeah, they've got to be a bit careful with what they say, I think. But it's something that Louise is going to have to deal with for the rest of her life. Us as a family as well. There's always that part of secondary cancer, isn't there? Which is not very nice at all. It does hang over you. But yeah, she had all that with the scars, and then she had to have mesh put in, and all that went wrong. Oh, if it's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong for Louise. That's how it is. Now, the other big thing I want to say about Louise was never, ever a drinker. We got together when she was 18. She never drank. If we went to a nightclub, she'd have a couple of vodkas and Red Bull and maybe a couple of pints of Guinness. She smoked a little bit. But then she stopped, and then she started, then she stopped, She never smoked when she had the kids, and she certainly didn't drink when she had the kids. So, yeah, it's just amazing. She said that herself. Obviously, I'm not a massive drinker, and I was never a massive smoker, and I don't think it yeah. Yeah, fingers crossed, Lisa. Sarah, fingers crossed. It's not great. We're waiting as well on the, like I said, for the 14th. We'll know more. She has to go. I think it's Basildore Hospital she's got to go to. It's like they're going to the Sheffield. Obviously, we're in Doncaster. We're not that far away. There were other people coming from miles away to Sheffield. Absolute miles away. Yep, it's a life-changing thing. But the Sober October is going really well. Like I said, we've raised £1,210. I wanted to raise 200 quid. So we're £1,010 over. And we've still got weeks to go. We've still got vape shows to do. So I'm sure we'll raise a few more pounds, hopefully. Dave one. My wife just had a CT scan 2 days ago. No, it was Monday. Yeah, I'm like that. I mix my days up. I was telling that stories. I was telling about what were happening then. I would get my days mixed up. The kids are dealing with it okay. We've had so many scares. Obviously, with them getting a touch a little bit older, we do tell them. They know when something's wrong. So they do know about it. I think they've sort of put it to the back of the mind. We haven't told them about the scan on the 14th. We'll hold on for that until she's had it and we've sort of worked it out. My kids are probably the most resilient kids ever. They are. They just take everything in the stride. I think because of that earliness of knowing that the mum had cancer. Yeah, that's another thing. I try not to think about the hereditary side of it. I would go insane. Yeah, well, Louise is actually going. I forgot what she told me it was called, and it is to do with hereditary. Her auntie had it, breast cancer, and I've forgotten what it was called. And she's going for that. It's some sort of screening that they do to test if it's something to do with your genes. Because if it goes down your family, you can actually get a test for it. And because she's had cancer before, she gets to have this test. I can't remember what it's called. And she's going to have it done not so long. I don't know if anybody else in chat knows. But yeah, try not to think about it. You've got to put the thing is, you can live your life completely on the edge and think, well, am I going to get this? Is that going to happen? Or you just got to live your life. And that's what Louise has done. I'm so proud of her. You keep talking about all the bad sort of side of things. Brack, yeah, that's it. I think that's the one. Yeah, it's something like that. The Bracken test or BRCA something. You're right, yeah. Or it sounded something like that. Now, Louise, we had all the kids. We'd had the pub, we had a snack bar, we had a pet shop as well. So she sort of like put her life on hold, and we always wanted to, or she always wanted to go, and I wanted her to as well, go back to college. And also she's learning to drive. So she's not far off now, ready to take a test, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We've got a car. So she's now gone back to college. So she's doing an access to nursing course, and she's also doing a maths again. So she's been working really hard on that as well, and I'm so proud of her as well. So she cleans for two old ladies. She cleans for a grandma and another old lady, and then she looks after us, or us kids, because she puts me in with the kids. She looks after the kids, the house, and then she's also doing the college work as well. She's just finished about an hour ago. So yeah, she's doing really, really well. Yeah, did you ask about it? I think, like you said, obviously with your family having it, they can check you, which is amazing. The way things have come along in science, that they can actually see if you, because that's what happened to Angelina Jolie. I think I've said her name right. It sounded something like a Dolly Parton song in the end. That's why she had both her breasts off. I think she had them reconstructed because of the high risk that I think it come from a mother and a grandmother, and she was at a big high risk, so she had her breasts took off and then had them remodeled. It must be amazing to be able to have the money to be able to that. I'd quite like a bit of me belly took off and all. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could have a... To be honest, I'm not great with the operations, the thought of having an operation. I broke my leg, I had to have a pin in that. I've had some bumps. I'm one of these people, just rub it and it'll be alright. I broke that arm. I broke my fingers, my thumbs. I broke a leg. I've airline fractured my left leg. Yeah, as long as it, yeah. I'm happy for them to rip anything out of me, but they said it wasn't necessary. Lisa said, won't we all? Try and take a little bit. See, everything's going south on me now. Nearly 42. Well, next birthday I'll be 42. Yeah, everything's going a little bit south. Who gives a monkeys? Hey, I'm going to grow gracefully. Grow all gracefully. I'm going a bit bald as well. Going a bit bald. I can't wait till this lockdown's over so I can have a proper haircut. I still don't fancy going into these into the hairdressers because I think they're right close. They're all them people that have been around touching sides. So I get a bit panicky. So I've just kept going for the COVID cut. Cut it off. Cut it off. Right then, well, I've done the vlog. That's it. I only came on for 20, 25 minutes just to do a day 8. And day 8 is nearly over. We've got half an hour. I am going to get on and do a little bit more recording for the reviews. I've got loads coming out, which I'm really glad that I've been able to get sorted. Obviously, if you're watching this and you're not into vaping, if you are into vaping and you're watching this and you don't watch my channel, get over and see Little Bro Vapes reviews. But if not, I do reviews for vaping. A nip here, a tuck there, a pump up there. There's obviously bits I would be talking about as well that they could add a bit on and take a bit off here. I had the other half of the grapefruit today. But I didn't go for a walk. Reedy, I hope you're okay, buddy. I hope yours is all going all right as well, mate. He's supporting as well. I hope you're finding it all right. Day 8. Oh no, it's day 8 still. Day 9 tomorrow. It's going really fast. That's what I keep telling myself. It's going really fast. I can stay on for another 5 minutes. To be honest with you, I was thinking that nobody had actually come on. I thought, well, it's 11 o'clock at night. Nobody had come on. So yeah, I'm really happy that we've got to speak to you all live. I'm glad it's worked. It's the first time I've used L.B.V's live bit, which is good. I'm going hopefully as well after the Stop October finishes. I'm going to do a little bit more on here, sort of maybe go exploring and go and look at other stuff. I've enjoyed doing other stuff than just vaping. I fancy maybe doing not a documentary, but maybe investigate something, or maybe do them sort of things where I go out and maybe pick a subject and do something about that. Oh, thank you. A few people said that I look at, and you wouldn't believe that, would you? After 8 days, just for not drinking for 8 days. I actually feel like, are you getting Louise? Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll do that one night. We'll do that. The last time she came on with it, we had it was a box. It was a box that came from America, and it went all the way around the world. It was like a Just Giving box or something like that. So what you did, you took some stuff out of it, and then you put some stuff in and then sent it on to the next person. So me and Louise did that. We had a couple of bottles of wine that night. It was a good giggle, which obviously we won't do that. We'll have a cup of tea. But yeah, I think that'd be really good. Maybe towards the end of it. Maybe in about 20th or something like that. We'll get her on when we're on the road to the finish. At least, yeah, watch your own video vlogs. Well, that's I didn't want to bore people with vlogs and stuff like that. But that's why I've done it. I want to keep up doing it daily as well. So we can sort of look back, me and Louise, and go, wow, we did this. And we sort of like put it down about our life and how it all went. So yeah, and each week, each year it's going to pop back up on my Facebook page. That's if I don't do Sober October every single year. I might stop something else. Like walking, I have to hop everywhere for 31 days. I'd always have to sit down and drink my pint because it'd go everywhere, wouldn't it? Yeah, I will watch my vlogs back. I've been taking a photograph of myself as well every day. And I'm looking forward to that as well. You know, like putting all 31 photographs together and then seeing if my face changes through it. I feel I'm not as red. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's brilliant. Thank you. Say hello to Lee as well for me. Oh, that's really nice. And Sarah watches them all the time, and I'll read it. To be honest with you, we've got like a group of us, and all your support has been absolutely amazing. I think that's really made me, I wouldn't say make it easier for me, but it has made it a hell of a lot easier. Because I know you're all behind me, and the comments every day, and when I'm on the shows as well, it's just been fantastic. The support's been brilliant. And you can also see it in the donations as well. It's just absolutely fantastic. Watch me break this now if I press that. There we go. Yeah, so the up-to-date total is £1,210. We have also got £50 coming from Vape Heads. They've already donated £50, but they're going to be donating another £50. And also Gary Kenny as well, who's a part of the L.B.V family. He's donating another £50 as well once I've done it. So we've got another £100 to go on that. So when I've finished it, that'll be £1,310. I don't. Was you on the WAG show, Lisa? I don't think the WAG show is going to be. I think they've got one in December the 11th. So that'll be a good giggle. Yeah, Lee, I would say, look, Lee. I didn't know if well, I watched it. I should have known. What am I on about? I came and did the Chinese bit. No, yeah, Lee does a guitar channel. It's absolutely brilliant. So get yourself over and watch that. Lee Armitage on YouTube. I haven't actually got his link here. So I'll do it. There we go, Lisa. I'll get. Did I do that? Sarah. We'll get Mr. Campbell as well. And we can't leave Mark and Reedy out. We'll make everybody we'll make everybody a spanner. There we go. Because this is my first the first live that I've done on here, so everybody can have a spanner. That's what I feel like. I'm in that sort of happy mood. Right then, I'm going to crack on. I've got loads of reviews to do. I've got to take this picture as well so I don't forget. Again, thank you so much to everybody and all their support. Again, if you can't put anything towards the channel, which I know a lot of you have done it, even if you just send that link out, it'd be absolutely fantastic. The link is down in the descriptions. Day 8 is nearly over. I had to think of that. Day 8 is nearly over. Day 9 is half an hour away. Yes. It has gone so fast. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who's joined me on this chat. You ready for Cheech? I don't think he's worked out this channel yet. I don't think he's worked out. Shh. Well, in the last one, I put in Nightbot. I tried to put anything to do with Cheech in the keywords to block him out. Yeah. I think he might leave me alone on here. He must have a very sad life, poor lad, to just keep doing that to people's lives. Weird. Right, look after yourself, people. There will be another vlog out tomorrow for day 9. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for coming in to chat. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Dave. Thanks so much to all of you coming in to chat. I thought I was going to be listening, talking to myself. So, yeah, good half an hour vlog. Look after yourselves, and we will see you tomorrow. Big love, everybody. Look, have a great tomorrow, and bye-bye.